Arkadar, yeah, man. Big time. Cohh's Deep Desert looks so calm. Every time I exit, it's like World War III. Yeah? So, Sweaty Hulk, do people camp the exit of the deep desert in like rocket ships, in rocket ornithopters, like just nailing everyone that tries to leave? I'm curious what that's going to look like. That's how they're doing it on my server? Yeah, they do on Corona. Interesting. So how does ganking work in this game? Like, if you blow up their ship, does it crash and then you can loot the wreckage? Is that how it works? Oh! Dude, that is messed up. Are you serious? Oh, that's horrible. What the hell? I can't believe they put a spot that you can load in on the quicksand. That is brutal. Okay, never entering that side again. We would have lost all of the work we had just done if that would have happened. And the ornithopter. That would have been brutal. Oh my god, dude. Probably just would have alt F4'd for the day. Imagine if you had decided to go AFK while that was loading. I know, right? Oh my god. I don't want to think about that. If I had gone to get my coffee, which I was considering doing, y'all just would have slowly watched all my work disappear in front of you. Yeah. It actually would have been pretty funny, let's be real. Green Wolf.
With Twitch Prime, 2 official years. Cohh, I'd like to know your thoughts. When a game is lacking visually, how do you determine if it's because of bad graphics or bad art style? I've seen arguments where someone is saying one is bad, but they are clearly talking about the other.
So the problem there is that the amount of work that somebody puts into something and the quality of the output does not always sync up. So unfortunately, those terms have become interchangeable. So a lot of people think pixel art looks bad. That's what they say. They say, I don't like pixel art. It looks bad. Pixel art sucks because it's bad graphics. Well, obviously, a lot of people like pixel art. It's got a retro feel. Some people even prefer pixel art. But pixel art is, you know, also notoriously much easier to produce. It's quicker. It's obviously far less complicated visually. So a lot of people assume that then means that it is bad, right? Oh, it's easier, so it's bad. It's bad. But no, the short of it is the question you're asking would essentially be the same as why can't the internet just start being nice? That's kind of like the same type of question. Because what you're talking about at heart is how someone can walk into a museum and see 3 colored squares on a white canvas and go, how is that art? That's essentially the question you're asking. You know, somebody splotches some paint on a white canvas. One person thinks it's amazing. The other person is like, that took 5 seconds. That's bad. So it's that exact same kind of thing. So there's not really like the only way you can kind of get around that is just making sure whenever you're talking about it that everyone is using the same perspective on what good and bad is and what likes and dislikes are. But there's no magic bullet to that situation, man. That's just, yeah. It's just art. I like how someone in chat said that. It's just art. Yeah, it's just art. Yep. Mm-hmm. Lars Kebab says, I don't fully agree that pixel art is easier, especially when implementing animations and physics. That is very true, Lars Kebab. That's why I said it is seen as easier. Now, I have a game being done in pixel art. It's called Emberville. I speak to the artists regularly. I understand and fully get that pixel art in a game from the 80s and pixel art in a game like Octopath Traveler, those are essentially 2 completely different things, but they're both pixel art. So, there's also bad ways to do pixel art and good ways to do pixel art. So, if we want to go kind of back to that other perspective. So yeah, just like any type of art, it's a big sliding scale. But no, personally, I was saying that as an example of what the public thinks. I fully understand that pixel art runs the gambit. Yeah. Like I said, my game's being done in pixel art. I love it. Oh! Higher tier soft step boots. Awesome. Well, hell yes. Then what's this? Knight Rider Sandbike Boost Mark 6. Beautiful. Okay, cool. Man, I'm glad we stopped at that ship. All right, what is this? Irradiated core. That's new. Okay. Cool. Now we go here. Get that going. Then we go to here. Wait, where'd all my spice go? What'd I do with all my spice? Did I put it somewhere? You dropped it. No. I dropped the stuff on me. I didn't drop the stuff in my copter. Was I looking at the wrong thopter? No, we brought our scout thopter out. Did the quicksand eat it? Does quicksand eat items out of your storage? Check your inventory chests again. Well, I mean, the problem is that it's not pulling. Like it should have pulled if it's in any of my chests anywhere. If it's in any of my chests, then we should see it here. I had 2,800 spice. Dude, what is going on? What did I do? Didn't I start processing it? Not that much. I started processing like 100. Man, I have no clue what's going on, dude. I have no clue what's going on right now. I only have 2 producing. It must have been. No. Chat. I only have 100. I have 38 spice sand and 2 of them cooking at 100 apiece. Yeah, I'm not making a bunch. I am not making a bunch right now. Quicksand does have a bug, apparently. Oh, dude. Really? Oh, no. Well, that stinks. That stinks. Okay. I got to use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back, and then I guess we're going to go get some more sand. People are saying it's not a bug. Well, I'll let you guys discuss it, and let me know when I get back. I'll be back in just a second. BRB. Okay. Well, looks like we're going to get more spice, chat. Of course, I love that we got a bug for the spice that I got on me. and then a second different bug for the spice I had on my ship. So my 30+ minute spice adventure was net zero. Absolutely nothing. Giant waste of time. Hmm.
Good show.
Oh, there he is. I was gonna say, "Donde está la chungus?"
90.
Thanks, buddy. Am I in drum sand here? Oh, I am. Oof. Okay. You know what? That's probably good enough. That's probably good enough. Yeah. All right, let's go get this cooking, and then we're gonna head out. That is really a bummer, though, man. Like, I gotta say, we learned some very important things from that, but damn, that sucks. Ugh, that stings. It stinks that our very first time mining spice had 2 different bugs that negated the entire experience. Ugh. That is that Funcom jank I know. Oh, too well. Yep. But you know what? I gotta say,
Call me Scrooge McDuck because all my assets.
it does sting
That's right. It's time for high
a little bit less because there's no question I expected it coming in. I knew it would be here. I know Funcom. I know they don't make 100% products. It's just not what they do. They just don't do it. So, you know, it does take the sting out a little bit. It does take the sting out a little bit. Managed expectations. Oh, Lord.
Good show.
Vixely, thank you for the 5 bomb. Thank you, thank you. The jank is fun sometimes. It is fun sometimes. But then every so often you run into jank like this that is just unfortunate. Yeah, just unfortunate. Just sucks. What happened? What happened is I spent about 30 minutes going into the deep desert just to do one specific thing. And I loaded up my ornithopter and my personal inventory with said thing. And on the way out of the deep desert, I looted a ship. And the first thing I did while I was standing on the ship, my plan was to drop all the stuff in my inventory, loot what I wanted off the ship, then pick up the majority of what I dropped. But when I dropped the stuff on me on my ship, it all fell through the ship and disappeared. So then I lost all the stuff I got on my character. And I was like, oh, that kind of sucks. But whatever. Okay, that sucks. And then when I zoned into Haga Basin from this area right here, my ornithopter zoned into quicksand. So I almost lost my ornithopter just due to that crazy bug. But then because of that bug, it seemed like I lost all the rest of the spice that I had put in my ornithopter. So I literally lost every single item that I had just gone out and meticulously looted for my first big run into the deep desert. Yep. Yep. Honestly, like, it couldn't have been more perfect. That is a Fallout 76 nuke experience, is what that is. First time I used a nuke in Fallout 76, it felt so awesome, and then it crashed the server and we lost all the progress. And that's exactly what it felt like here. Where it's like, cool, we're on the way back. We made all this progress. Oh, look. Bugs. Oh, look. And now all that time and work is wasted. Fun detected. Yeah. Damn. Oh, well. Do you lose tokens when you join the Dune servers? Nope, not at all. Tokens are just checked for that. All right, so our goal is pretty much exactly like last time. We just we want to leave with as much possible spice as we can. We're going to fly directly... Ooh, I have a sponsor stream in 23 minutes. We're going to have to keep that in mind. We're going to have to very much keep that in mind. What happens if you log out in the deep desert? Like, do you just log back in the deep desert? Like your inventory. Of this? No.
Nani?
So I'm going to go back to my base real quick. And a shout out and thank you to the Funcom dev in chat who told me to check my inventory. I appreciate that. Well done. Well done. Yep. Well done. That was great. That was great. Yeah, we just got like at least 30 minutes of our work back. I know, right? More importantly, now I'm going to be able to get back and get this spice processing before the sponsor stream, and that's great. I was actually very concerned about that, so this is awesome. That's awesome. The bug transitioned from terrible time waster to funny Funcom jank bug. Hooray! the jank has reclassified itself. Excellent. Excellent. I love it. So it's a zone loading bug? It looks like it was a bug loading the ornithopter into the map because it loaded into quicksand. That's the only thing that I can think was an anomaly. Was that's the first time I've ever seen the inventory disappear, and that's the first time I've ever logged in and seen an ornithopter immediately in quicksand. So I would be surprised if those weren't related in some way. Especially considering we'd never seen that inventory bug without that. Maybe a relog would have fixed it. Maybe, but I'm really glad we did it exactly how we did, because yeah, that's 2,800 spice we have on this. That's a lot for us. And more importantly, once this is processed, this is enough for like the next tier. This is a huge haul. So we are absolutely going to try entering from a different region. Let's try we've had really good luck with the furthest east. So let's see if we can do that again. The one that I entered that had trouble with the quicksand, I think, was this one. It was one of these, I think. This side should be okay. Is there a clip of the sand? Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Hold on. This is what happened before. Thanks, Hops, for that. Oh, it was the south. It was the very south one. Look at that. So how does ganking work in this game? Like, if you blow up their ship, does it crash and then you can loot? Shut up. I hate that guy's voice. All right, watch this. No! So we just logged into quicksand. And our ship was in it. So, and, and this is also a weird message. What was this message? That is... Hold on. Is that how it works? Travel requirement failed. You cannot travel to world map at this time. A flying vehicle is required. So yeah, that it was just something completely messed up with the spawn in there. It just didn't load properly. Yeah, exactly. There's a spice. And I'm sorry, I said 28. We have like 32. Actually, 33. God. Hell yeah, dude. Dandy Coon. No. I'm sorry, my Dandy Coon is trying to break into the food. No, Dandy. Here's my big Dandy. Where you want to go? Down there? You go wherever you want. Boop. Great. Mans needs breakfast. Oh, he's had breakfast. Whoa. A little snug in here right now, but that's fine. Dave is not happy this morning? Yeah, he seems pretty angry. I'm all for it. Nice. The space is nice. Bam. Okay. So now we got 31 of this cooking, which is great. Even more there. Sir, how did you get in there? No.
Nanny.
Right. Give me good. Give me good, please. Okay. He's literally going off to be bad. Shaggy. Oh, thank you for that. Good tip. We also have a message from Dub Live. Hey, congrats, dude.
Cohh, my wife,
Thank
and
you.
I had a baby. Sorry, I've been so busy, lol.
Yeah, dude. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. Okay. So, let's see. Before we are done, sure. What else can we do here before we go? I think we're good here. Oh. Let's see if we can do a quick run of the crystal before we're done today. Should have some time for that, I think. Maybe. Possibly.
Praise accepted.
Kennerith, thank you so much for that, man. I appreciate it. All right, actually, we're going to go to the other area. We're going to go to our aluminum farm. Don't forget sponsor. Oh, I know. Yeah, thank you. No, I was going to go do crystals, but I don't think I could do crystals and get back in 15 minutes. So we're going to fly out to the aluminum place and get all that set up for later. Mm-hmm. Tanty, dude. Oh my lord, this cat. Okay. Mm-hmm. What sponsor are we doing? We're doing a couple hours of Towerborn, which I've done multiple times in the past. I love that game. And then at 12, we're interviewing the devs, or interviewing the CEO. And we're going to keep playing for a little bit, for half an hour, and talk to them about the game and all that fun stuff, which will be fun. Yeah. Looking forward to it. Wow, this cat is trying everything in his power to get into the cat-proof cat container. Amazing. Hmm. I've been lurking on mobile. Mobile sucks, Co. Yeah. Mobile's pretty bad these days. Mobile's pretty bad these days. Hmm. Nailed it. Okay. Perfect. Perfection. Let's do 100 here. And we'll do 100 here. And more plastic. Great. Meow. Oh, you couldn't get in? Now you're meowing me. Meow. I couldn't get in, Dad. Meow. I know, life's hard, buddy. Life's hard. Alright, get those cooking. There's another 50k water from here. Perfect. Everything else is looking good. Power's looking good. Did we get enough flour to make silicon? I don't think so. No, we didn't. We took that to the other base, which is fine. And I think this is not full. Let's see. Oh. Well, look at that. Even more, since the new Mark V storage and Mark V cut array are doing work now. Well, that's great. Well, chat, we got a ton of stuff cooking. Very exciting. What I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to take a bit of a break. I'm going to go make some coffee, hang out, and get all ready for Towerborn. So I'm actually just going to leave it here with a BRB screen. I'll be right back, and then we're going to jump in and go from there. Sounds good. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Mods, you know what to do. Back in just a minute. We'll go from there. BRB.